నేను చెప్తాను కామెంట్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఇస్తాను వచ్చి చెప్తాను. హాయ్ హలో డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు రేస్ అకాడమీ బెంగళూరు. Today's my topic is board level lecture on Metallurgy Lecture-1. I will take the class. In this lecture I will give the introduction of metallurgy as well as some important terminology involved in metallurgy, and also I will give you the important words of respective elements and their names and formula in this lecture. Okay, let us move to the discussion. The important words of elements and their names and formula. Actually, in this lecture, the topic I have selected, that is metallurgy. The topic I am going to discuss, that is nothing but metallurgy. It is a most familiar terminology for those who are interested to learn about metals and the elements in subject chemistry. It comes under inorganic chemistry only, and this metallurgy also will be known as general principles of isolation of elements. That means first we will concentrate on the element, that metals, where they will occur in nature and which metals are said to be available more. That means abundance is more, which are having less abundance. And after that we will discuss about the important terminology. Okay, so in this topic, metals occur in two forms in nature. First we would like to learn about what are the metals. Metals occur in two forms in nature. So that is most important thing we have to learn. The two forms, the one that we will call it as in native state, they are available. They are available in native state, and also they are available in combined state. And also they are available in combined state. That means directly the metal availability, and indirectly it is combined in different compound state also, it is there in the nature. In that particular case, we have less reactive metals are there. Less reactive metals are there. Less reactive metals like we have silver, gold, platinum. These are most important less reactive metals. Actually they are found in native state. That means they are available in free state. They are available in free state, are not attacked by oxygen, water, CO2, etc. So that means why we are calling they are less reactive metals, means they are not said to be attacked by oxygen, H2O, carbon dioxide and all. So that is why we are calling they are less reactive metals. The another point we are going to discuss here is the reactive metals. Reactive metals. What are reactive metals? Most of you know that alkaline earth metals like sodium, magnesium, calcium, etc. are said to be found in a combined state. So which are said to be found in combined state. So what is the meaning of that one is they definitely they will get attacked by oxygen, H2O, carbon dioxide, and forms the corresponding compounds. In the compound state they are available in the nature, that's why we are called they are combined state. They are in combined state, and actually they are reactive than the above silver, gold, platinum, and all these things. Let us note the important term in this one, this metallurgy we can learn, that is ore. The most important terminology involved in the beginning of this metallurgy concept is ore. What is exactly the ore? Ore is a complex in mixture of metal containing mineral, that is called as ore. What is ore? An ore is a complex mixture. Ore is a complex mixture of a metal containing mineral. A metal containing mineral. And when discussing this one, economically worth less material called gangue, and which is economically worthless material, which is called as gangue, consisting of sand. The gangue is consisting of sand, clay, and other impurities. Here in this we have got three important things here. Ore is a complex mixture of metal containing mineral. And another point here is what is gangue is nothing but is a impurity present in ore is called as gangue. So the two important terms here involved. So ore is the most important term in this discussion. Okay, let us understand the things involved in extraction of metals. What are the steps that is involving extraction of metals? Extraction of metals. So after knowing these things, we have to isolate the metal from the ore and from the impurities. In such a case, we will say that compound mineral should be separated and we have to get the metal from it. Okay. So now in these steps involving extraction of metals, the first step is called as concentration of ore. First step is called as concentration of ore. And if necessary, chemical treatment prior to the reduction we will do. Okay. And if necessary, what we will do in this method is chemical treatment. Chemical treatment prior to the reduction. Prior to the reduction is called as concentration of ore. The second one is reduction to the of the metal. The reduction of the metal, reduction of the metal, you can say reduction of the mineral to the free metal. So the second step is said to be the most crucial. In this step we will get the metal, and getting the metal after the concentration of ore is called as reduction, and this step is called second step. The third step, we have to make the metal pure. So to make it pure, the method is called as refining metal. Refining, even you can call it as directly, you can call it as purification of metal. Purification of metal. The purification involves different techniques. Reduction involves different techniques. Even concentration also involves different techniques in this metallurgy. So, dear student, you got to know that we have started with the metallurgy. In the metallurgy, metals occur in two forms, in directly native forms in combined state, but we have got reactive metals, that means in combined state most of the metals are available. That's why we're going to tell about the compound. In the compound is nothing but mineral, and the ore is an important terminology involved in this compound state. And from that there are gangue particles should be separated. That separation of the gangue particles from the ore is called as concentration. That means that steps involved in this one. The first step is concentration, second step is reduction, third step is refining or purification. So the entire study of these steps involving the extraction of metals will call it as metallurgy. Okay, now we are going to observe the common ores of some important metals, because we have to know that what are the important ores and their formula. Okay, so there are some common ores and some important metals are there that we are going to see now. They are common ores of some important metals. Now, for example, if you take metal lithium, lithium is said to be having a ore. The ore its name is called as spodumene. Spodumene. And its formula is lithium LiAlSi2O6. This is the formula of lithium ore. Okay. Another one is lepidolite. Lepidolite. Its formula containing lithium, sodium, potassium, aluminum silicates are there in this. Al2, SiO2 thrice FOH. This is lepidolite. This is for lithium case. Coming to the important reactive metal, sodium case. Sodium's important ore is common salt. One important ore is common salt. It is NaCl. Also, you'll call this is rock salt. Rock salt. Chili saltpeter. Another one is chili saltpeter, where the chemical formula of this one is sodium nitrate. Another one, globrite. Globrite. that is Na2SO4 10H2O, also we'll call it as globular salt. Okay, another name for this one is globular salt. The next important one is borax for the sodium case, that is Na2B4O7 10H2O. Another one is trona, which is a mixture of sodium carbonate and bicarbonate, that is Na2CO3 NaHCO3 and 10H2O. Okay, the next one is soda ash. That is Na2CO3. Another one, feldspar. That is NaAlSi3O8, sodium aluminum silicate. So these are the important words of lithium and sodium list. Okay, next we will see that is important words of potassium. See, important words of potassium. Selvine. The name of the potassium ore is selvine, that is nothing but potassium chloride, KCl. Niter. Another one is potassium nitrate, that is KNO3, also called as saltpeter. And sconite, it's nothing but K2SO4 MgSO4 6H2O, that is sconite. Moving on a magnesium case, we have magnesite. Magnesium, important word is magnesite, that is MgCO3. Limestone, dolomite. Limestone for calcium, I will give you dolomite. That is MgCO3 CaCO3. Carnallite, that is KCl MgCl2 6H2. The another one for potassium, that is Epsom salt, most important one, that is Epsom salt, that is MgSO4 7H2. Epsom salt. They are the magnesium ores. First we have given lithium, next we are given sodium, after that we are given potassium. Okay, and this is the potassium things, and lithium, after that sodium, like that, potassium, all given. Now we are going to discuss about calcium cases. Calcium metal, symbol Ca. and its important word is gypsum. Calcium important word is gypsum. It is calcium sulfate, CaSO4, 2H2, limestone, that is CaCO3. The another one is phosphorite, calcium phosphate, that is Ca3, PO4 twice, Ca3, PO4 twice. Another one is fluorspar, that is calcium fluoride, CaF2. This is about calcium things. In these things we have all are important. Calcium case all are important, but most important things are calcium, gypsum, limestone, phosphorite and fluorspar. In case of magnesium we have magnesite, dolomite, carnallite, Epsom salt. All are important for magnesium cases, and we have to prepare all the names and the formula. And potassium case saltpeter is most important, and sconite is also important. In sodium case we have sodium common salt, chili saltpeter, glauber salts, borax, soda ash, feldspar. These are important. And lithium case we have spodumene and lepidolite. Both are important. Okay, so let us see about aluminum. Now we will check with the aluminum case. We will see aluminum. After that we will see tin, lead, and most important metals like iron, even silver, mercury, zinc. All we will check it. Okay, now let us see. Metal symbol is aluminum. For aluminum we have bauxite is most important ore, and the bauxite formula is Al2O3 2H2. Whereas the diaspore is also another important ore of aluminum, diaspore, that has only one water molecule with Al2O3, while that of corundum is also another important name of the ores. Cryolite is most important Na3Al(F6), that is mixture of sodium fluoride and aluminum fluoride, that is. In this bauxite and cryolite are most important minerals of the ores of aluminum. Moving on to the other one, we have tin is there. The symbol is SN. Tin symbol is SN. Tannum, that's why it is SN. Only one important, that is cassiterite. That is nothing but tin stone, tin oxide, that is SnO2, also called as tin stone. That is one important ore of tin. Another one we have moving to the lead and copper. In those cases we have copper is most important, but in giving importance the list, first we will give lead, then we will give copper. Pb, most important ore of this one is galena. Galena is the name of this one, and its formula is PbS. This is most important ore of lead. Cerussite, nothing but lead carbonate, PbCO3 is another ore of lead. Anglesite is lead sulfate, PbSO4. Among these three, we have most important one is galena only. This galena, because we will select one among the ores to do the extraction of metals. Okay, this is about lead. Of that, we will talk about some copper, important ores of copper now. That the first one is chalcopyrite. That is nothing but copper pyrites, CuFeS2. Another name for is copper pyrites. Another important one is chalcosite for copper. That is a chalcosite. That is Cu2S. Is copper cleanse. That is copper cleanse. Another one is azurite. That is 2CuCO3. CuOH twice. We have cuprite is there, or you can also write as coprite. That is Cu2O. And malachite is there. Malachite, that is only 1 mole of CuCO3 and CuOH twice mixture. That is malachite. Among these copper ores, the most important one is nothing but copper pyrites, and even the important ores like chalcosite, azurite also they are asking in the examination. So most important one is cuprite and chalcopyrite, we can say they are two important things. Let us move to the silver cases. What about silver case? What about silver and other metals cases? We have silver. There are three important ores are there for the silver. In those ores, there are also oxides, halides, and sulfates are there in like copper and other metals we have discussed. So in this silver symbol is Ag. Argentite is another first important ore of silver, we can say argentite. It is Ag2S, also called as silver glens. Another one is nothing but cerargyrite. Also called as horn silver. Its formula is silver chloride, AgCl. It is horn silver. Pyrargyrite, another one. Pyrargyrite. that is silver sulfide, that is Ag2S, and antimony sulfide Sb2S3 mixture, that is also called as ruby silver. Ruby silver. The two names are there for this. These are the important words of silver. Amongst these, we will select AgCl and Ag2S for our metallurgical operations frequently. And after that, we have iron, most important metal in the discussion, that is iron. And this important metal ore, that is hematite. Hematite, that is Fe3, Fe2O3, that is Fe2O3. Ferric oxide. Limonite. Limonite, actually it is a hydroxide, that is Fe2O3, water is there in this. Magnetite. Magnetite, this is not magnesite, magnetite, this is also called as lodestone. Magnetic oxide of iron is nothing but magnetite, it is Fe3O4. This is having a tendency, that is nothing but magnetic properties there, magnetic oxide of iron. And siderite. Siderite is there, another one, that is FeCO3, that is siderite. Another one, iron pyrites. Iron pyrites, nothing but Fe2S. Among these iron pyrites, we have magnetite and hematite. These are most important ores of iron, we can say. And in the case of mercury, we have only one important ore is there, that is nothing but cinnabar. That is cinnabar. Its formula is nothing but HGS, mercuric sulfide, cinnabar. These are the important ores list. Next we have zinc. We will see zinc. Zinc is most important ores are zinc blende, and that is nothing but ZNS, also called as black zinc and sphalerite. Another name for this one is black zinc, or you can also call it as sphalerite. Another important ore of zinc is calamine, that is ZnCO3. Zincate, that is ZnO. That ZnO, zincate, is said to be red zinc. Black one is ZnS, red one is oxide, zinc oxide, zincate. Likewise, we have manganese are there. For manganese, we have pyrolusite, that is manganese dioxide, MnO2, is one important, most important ore. And of that manganite, is there, that is nothing but it's sq oxide Mn2O3H2. And last but not least, that's we have chromium is there in this. Chromium ore is chromite, the most important ore of chromite required for the preparation of potassium dichromate. There is chromite ore, that is Cr2O3 FeO. So these are the important ores. In this, chromite ore is important for chromium. Zinc, we have zinc blende and calamine, both are important. And rest of the others I have told. Iron, I have told they are important. So in this metallurgical operation chapter, we will discuss about iron extraction, silver, copper, even zinc extraction also we will learn in this chapter, as well as some of the alkali metals like sodium and magnesium also we will learn in this metallurgical chapter. Okay, so dear students, in this lecture we are going to discuss about steps involving extraction of metals. I have told there are three important steps are there. The first step is called as concentration of ore. That means prior to the reduction, that means before getting the metal in a chemical process, any kind of impurity is present in the metal that can be separated out freely from its impurity. That means free from its impurities, whatever the techniques are there, like gravity separation methods, froth flotation methods, as well as some important magnetic separation methods, even some leaching chemical purification methods also we will do in the first step called as concentration of ore. In that concentration of ores, first we will take the ore and after that we will make it powder. So once the ore is make it powder, we will convert into powder state. That means in a tiny powder state, then it is said to be having some impurities will be washed by water, or any of the impurity which is visible also using physical methods like hand picking method we will use to separate the such type of impurities. But if the impurity is not visible, then we will follow this kind of methods called as gravity separation or lavigation methods. In those methods what we will do is there is a difference between the density of the ore and impurities we will identify, and after that the washed ore will be taken. That means ore will be washed over a running stream of water, and after that this ore will be separated out from the impurities is one method we can say. Likewise, any of the ore is there, if that ore is containing some magnetic materials. Magnetic materials means the ore, if you consider having some impurities like gangue particles, if they are magnetic particles, and the non-magnetic particles and magnetic particles can be separated out in a method called as magnetic separation method by taking the concentrated ore over a magnetic separator belt. Then automatically what will happen, this magnetic impurities, magnetic substances and non-magnetic substances will be separated out. So that method we will take magnetite and chromite, pyrolusite. There are three important iron important ores, magnetite and chromite ore and pyrolusite ore we will take into the consideration, and tungsten ore also said to be separated by this